The Battle of Nashville was a bloody and historically significant battle fought between the Union and Confederate forces. The outcome of this battle became one of the turning points that determined the direction of the American Civil War. Fought on December 15th to 16th, 1864, in Nashville, Tennessee, this battle was not just a military struggle. It was an event that altered the fate of the American people and the nation. On one side, Union forces were led by General George H. Thomas, and on the other side, the Confederate Army was commanded by General John Bell Hood. At that time, Nashville was one of the most strategically critical cities in the American Civil War. The city was a major crossroads for railroad lines and supply routes. Therefore, for the Confederacy, capturing Nashville would weaken the Union forces and provide a significant strategic advantage by cutting communication lines. However, General Thomas and the Union forces were aware of this and fought with great determination to defend Nashville. General John Bell Hood aimed to capture Nashville, to sever the Union's communication lines, and gain a major victory in the defense of the South. Hood's plan was to rebuild the Confederate strength and disrupt the Union's northern strategy. However, General George H. Thomas, with well-organized defense lines, strategic positioning, and highly motivated soldiers, was determined to resist Hood's plans. Both sides made great efforts to gain the upper hand in the critical moments of the battle. The conflict raged fiercely for 2 days. The Union forces quickly positioned themselves defensively, repelling the Confederate assaults. Especially, General Thomas's leadership played a vital role in keeping the Union soldiers' morale high and providing them with confidence. Thomas controlled every corner of Nashville strategically, halted the enemy's advance, and gradually broke through the Confederate defense lines. By the evening of December 16, 1864, the Union forces had emerged victorious. The Confederate Army, suffering heavy losses, was forced to retreat and abandon the battlefield. This significant victory allowed the Union to turn the tide of the war in its favor. The Battle of Nashville ended the Confederacy's last major resistance in the West, opening the path for the Union's victory. This victory also led to questioning General Hood's leadership. The defeat in Nashville resulted in the complete depletion of the Confederacy's military capacity. Hood lost a large portion of his army, and his leadership was criticized. This situation eliminated the Confederacy's chance of achieving another victory that could change the course of the war. The results of the Battle of Nashville were not limited to a military defeat. The Confederacy's morale was severely damaged, and they could not offer much resistance in the later stages of the war. With this victory, the Union Army gained a much larger advantage in the subsequent phases of the war. The battle brought heavy losses. Approximately 6,000 Confederate soldiers were either killed or captured, while Union losses were around 3,000. The impact of these losses was demoralizing for both sides. However, for the Union, the victory proved to be far more valuable than the losses. The Battle of Nashville revived the Union Army's morale and fighting spirit as the war neared its end. General George H. Thomas, combining this great victory with his previous successes at the Battle of Chickamauga, became one of the most important leaders of the war. Thomas's calm demeanor during the most critical moments of the war earned him a decisive victory for the Union forces. In recognition, he earned the title Rock of Chickamauga. This title symbolized Thomas's leadership and determination at Chickamauga. However, after the defeat at Nashville, General Hood's career came to an end, and he became a target of criticism. The Battle of Nashville was not only a military conflict, but also an event that changed the fate of the American Civil War. This victory solidified the Union forces' eventual triumph and greatly diminished the Confederacy's resistance as the war drew to a close. Nashville was a pivotal moment as the victory achieved there reinforced the Union's determination to win the Civil War. History will not forget the Battle of Nashville. This battle holds great significance for the American people and soldiers. Both the victors and the losers paid a heavy price after the war. However, This victory was a crucial turning point in securing the Union at the end of the Civil War and in the reconstruction of the nation.